Hey, welcome back. Car's in the shed again, and today we will be installing a drive shaft spacer and two new rear universal joints for the drive shaft. Right there. The reason we'll be doing that is obviously because after I've lifted it, the distance between the transfer case and the axle have obviously extended, and so now the shaft at the transfer case has just come out a bit, and I'll show you that in a second. And so this spacer is going to push the shaft back in, allowing it to the splines to make full contact. Like, most people won't run into an issue, but it's just always better to be safe than sorry. So as you can see, where it's just a bit shiny, that's just where it's come out a bit, and it's not a lot, but it's better to be having it in than out. And we'll be replacing these universal joints with greasable ones, just to keep them in service for longer. Applied some d40 to the bolts, just that way. They should hopefully come off a bit easier. Drive shaft is out, pull it out from the other side. Okay, so we got the spacer, a recess on one side, and a lip on the other. I'll have to come back at a later date because it's just getting a bit dark outside, and I just don't want to be trying to do it in the dark because I need the car tomorrow as well. But we've got the spacer on, and yeah, I'll be back when I can do the U-joints. So it's been a couple of days. I finally have a chance to actually go again at these U-joints, and so got the tail shaft off, and it's a good thing we're doing this. So I have had a noise recently out the back of the car, which I've been wondering what it is. And I'm hoping this is the cause because this will fix it. But here, I'll show you the U-joint. So as you can see, it's supposed to be moving smoothly. We have somewhat good movement this way, but nothing the other way. And the other side as well moves. So we got good movement, but that doesn't sound too good now, does it? So we're going to get these U-joints out, hopefully. Otherwise, I don't know what to do. And get these new ones in. And hopefully that will solve my problem. Okay, well, I forgot to record. But it worked. I got it out. Only this once, so I'll make sure I record the next one. But I'm going to give this a clean up and I'll be back. Got the new one. And the new clips. This one has inside clips and an outside clip. So we're going to start putting this on, making sure the grease fitting is towards the drive shaft end. That way it gives us the most room. Be very careful and make sure the little bars inside that work as the bearing haven't fallen over. I've been walking around, waiting for you to shine. People passing me by. once you get the first clip, the first side past the clip, well, where the groove is for the clip, you then want to put your first clip in. Okay, first clip's in. You then want to spin it around. Then gently tap this side back in. Until you can get the clip in again. Make sure that it's seated as well. So it's time to get this one on. If I can remember where my marking is. It is. Where's this marking though? Where am I lining it up to? So we got that one. And the marking there, so. Okay, so that is the first one on. Just gonna give it a bit of a tap. Sometimes you put the new uni joints in and they can still be a bit tight, so. Clips. Stuck. Yeah, the other one is. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but it is dry, bone dry in there, and a bunch of just dust came out. So that tells me the grease had dried off, and it basically just been slowly grinding itself. So I reckon that's been making a noise in my car. So good thing we're replacing it. Not as bad, it's not dried out, that's for sure, like the last one, but it smells burnt, I can tell you that much. So obviously I don't want to destroy the smoothness. Oh, exactly what I didn't want to happen. Oh well. Burnt. Burnt. Yeah. So look how destroyed that is. The last one, I'm going to show you how I basically clean it and just tidy it up for the next one. So you want to take a round file and deburr all the edges. So I just like to look down, make sure there's nothing protruding onto the inside. I'll then give it a spray, some degreaser, and a wipe down. I'll then take a little pick and pick out where the clip sits, just to make sure it's clean. I then just take a bit of fine sandpaper, so this is 800 grit. And I just give it a good sand on the inside, smoothing everything out a bit. And if there's any burrs on it, it may destroy the new bearings, so that's why you want to just get rid of them. Make sure they're all sanded out. Okay, so after it's sanded, I just run my finger on the inside to see if I can feel anything that may be a problem, and I'll sand it out again. But no, it's feeling pretty good. Here's what I'm going to do, just going to give it one more. Okay, so we got the new U-joint, the other one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the grease nipple is on the same corner, like the same side as the other one. That way, so when I'm going to go grease it, I'm going to have the drive shaft obviously facing the ground. That way both of them are facing the ground and easily accessible at the same time. Both sides are on, moving nicely. So, time to get it in the car, I guess. That's the one. Okay. It's in the transfer case. So. And we'll find out if the grease nipple is actually accessible. Okay, hope you enjoyed this kind of little tutorial almost on how to change a U-joint and put in a tail shaft spacer. If you want to use it, you can. I personally wouldn't follow my instructions, but yeah, it's pretty simple. As you can see, we got the two old ones here. Okay, so we're back in the shed, and that is because I got some new uni joints for the front drive shaft because we replaced the rear ones, so I thought might as well do the front. And I also got some new CVs because the old ones the boots have split on them, and I could just hear that they're starting to go, so I thought I'd get some new ones, replace them all now. I can't get the front drive shaft off. So I'm going to leave that for another day, but I'm going to replace my CVs now. Okay, so the enjoyment of old cars, because this is a 2013 that's probably never had its CVs removed, is everything's seized pretty much. So I only got a new socket because I had one, it was reaching but it wasn't quite reaching, so I just got a long socket, and hopefully I can get enough leverage on it to just pop it free and we can get these new ones in here. That's a little tip for you if anybody's doing a CV. Take obviously your wheel off so you can get to everything, and then put your wheel back on and lower it down. That way nothing moves and you can just yoink it loose. So I'm going to lift it up, get this wheel off again, and I'll get that CV out of here. Just like when I changed the upper control arm, so I've got to get this top. Got to get the upper control arm out. Bit stuck in there. As you can see, that's why I'm replacing them. The boot's completely gone and it lost a bunch of grease. Well, there's still a bunch in there, but it was flinging a bunch around as well, so I know it was losing some. So I'm going to clean some stuff up in here and then I'll try and get this new one in. If I didn't have the other side to do, I would not want to be doing this again. Pulling the shaft out was obviously the easy part. Trying to get it in and past that clip's the hard part. And I was probably pushing at it for like an hour and a half. And then I got the idea of using a ratchet strap. I strapped it around the frame inside there and just onto the end of the shaft. Gave it a few ratchets and bam, popped straight in. So if you're ever struggling, give that a go, I reckon, and you should get it in. So, time to get the other end of this back into the hub, and then we can put everything back together again. So, the new CVs I picked up apparently aren't the right ones for the car. So they're for the Spanish model, I believe, the d40, because they're missing this little section here, which basically extends this threaded section out, which means the nut, sorry, doesn't go far enough down to be able to put the pin in the new hole. So I picked up some Loctite. I'm going to put that on, that way they won't unscrew off, because everything else is the same. So it's just they work perfectly, it's just I can't get the pin in. So if I put some Loctite, there's no chance of them coming off. Not that they really ever come off anyway, but yeah, this will keep them on. So they should never come off, unless I want them to, hopefully. Cap can go back on. Now, it's time to do everything on the other side. Okay, so the other side's in now, and that's all back on. If you can see that, the new one's in there. Very nice. And as you can see, this is why I'm replacing them, because of this, the bad boots on them. This one's the worst. That's the side that was making sounds. This side was bad as well. Not fully split, but yeah, pretty fully split, I'd say, actually. Not all the way around like this one was though. So yeah, I'm still going to do the front uni joints on the drive shaft, the front drive shaft. But I just couldn't get them loose when I tried to do it before. And I don't have the time at the moment because I got other stuff to do. But yeah, I'll be back for that one day. Yeah, they're completely destroyed. You can see that top one, all gone. But yeah, gotta clean up this mess. Get this thing out of here because it's a bit dark now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.